Okay, hey guys, what's up? Today we're gonna be going over like the basics of scripting. I don't know what to call it. So we're gonna go through like all this. So if you know all this already, just I guess you should just go to the next video. I might go into detail if you guys aren't sure. I'd say, you have to have 100% certainty on what all these means before you start like scripting with variables, I guess. And yeah, so here we go. You just need a explore properties output. We're just going to start off with like scripting and stuff, but let's insert a script in server script service. So we're going to have one script and this is where you're going to put your script. So I'm going to just go off of my script that I have. So I'm going to delete this one and then we're going to go through here. Okay, so what is a print statement? If you don't know what a print statement is, you can basically wrap like words, characters, numbers, anything in quotation marks. It could either be double quotation marks, single quotation marks, or you can concatenate with quotation marks here. For example, we're gonna say hello. Another way is printing hello with one string, and then we're gonna use another way, print hello. And then we're gonna concatenate it. We're gonna put a space and then we're gonna say hello again. So this is gonna say hello, hello, hello. Actually, we'll put numbers 1, 2, 3, and the 4. Usually you go to script and then under it, there's gonna be a run. And then you're gonna see over here, hello 1, hello 2, hello 3, 4. And if you click it, you actually can click it. It's gonna tell you the name. So this is the name of your script and then the line. So line 21. Right here, line 21, 22, 23. That's how you read the output, okay? All this other stuff you don't really need to know, to be honest. Oh, you can also filter things by doing this log. All right. And yeah, these print statements come from logs. Another thing is if you want to use quotation marks within quotation marks, see, this isn't valid, right? You want to say someone has said something here. Or, written by, I don't know, father or something like that. So how you make this valid is you use these break colons. So now it's valid. So if we run it, actually, you run it. So you're going to see that this is wrapped in quotation marks. That's how you can use quotation marks in quotation marks to like, this is like called the escape character in string. And there's also comments in Roblox. So there's a single line comment. So anything after that is part of the script. And there's also double line, multi-line comment. So you just do that. These are 2 brackets and then you do this. I think these are dashes or something like that. And then anything in between these two brackets is called a comment, and I just wanted to put that there so you guys can see like, oh, why isn't like all this like running and stuff like that, and you guys know what these things mean. Now we'll get to the math part of things. These math operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, is what you probably should know in like elementary school. Like, though, I mean, if you don't know that, then I guess I'll go like over it briefly, but I don't want to like make this into a math lesson, right? This is a programming lesson. So but I'll go over what exponents and modulus is, because that might be like higher math that you might not know. So here we go. We got 2 plus 1. That's going to be 3. Right? We're going to do 2 minus 1. This is going to be 1. We're going to do 2 times 1 is going to be 2. 4 divided by 2 is going to be 2. And that's like using math operations with numbers. There's also exponents. So 2 to the power 2. And there's also modulus 2. 5 modulus 2. So 2 to the power 2, what does that mean? Anything to the power of something. So this is what 2 to the power of 2 looks like using exponent. So this 2 is like saying how much times should we multiply the base by itself. So 2 times 2. If we change this number to 3, so this 2 to 3, we're going to have 2 times 2 times 2. This is going to be 8. That's what exponents do. And we also have the modulus operator, which is basically the remainder. So if you do like, I don't know, short division, long division, it's whatever you do. So 4 goes in here to 4 divided by 2. All right, so how many 2's can fit into 4? Well, we can fit 2 2's inside 4, so that's going to give us this, and this is going to give us this. You're going to have a remainder of 0. So this is your remainder, right? But if we do 5 divided by 2, how many 2's can fit into 5 as whole numbers? You don't want, we don't want to get into fractions here, if you guys know what that means. But only 2 2's can fit into 5, so 2 times 2 is going to be this 4, so you do 5 minus 4, and that's going to give us a remainder of 1. Okay, this 1 is what this outcome is going to be. And hopefully that makes sense. You can do, we can do 5 divided by 2, and 5 divided by 2 is going to give us 2.5. So that's another example, but usually in other languages, if you do 5 divided by 2, it's going to give you 2 because it's weird because I'm not going to go over it actually. So 2.5 and 2 as in whole numbers, this is going to give you 1. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2.5, 2, 4, and 1. So those are the math operators in Roblox. So now let's go over naming conventions in Roblox. Usually to write a variable, you might not see people like do lowercase, capital case, that, like that. No one's gonna have like this type of username on, this type of variable naming, unless they're like crazy and they're trying to encrypt their code for other people so they don't read. But basically, naming conventions is so that other developers can read your code. So there's multiple naming conventions. I'll pre-write them. Okay, so I think I have what I usually use different type of naming conventions for. So this is called Pascal casing, where you capitalize each starting letter of each word. And for this, you don't capitalize the first word, but you capitalize the words after the first word. So if you had like another word, so another word, so you do it like that. And this is for like, that is not classes, field properties, or functions, and things like that. So yeah, and my constant is snake case. So you might be like pi is a constant, right? Local pi, and that is 3.14. For camel casing, I would maybe use a variable. So I don't know, let's say a person, and let's say person's name. We can do first name, and then we can put their first name, so Bob or something like that. And then we can have a Pascal cases for like making classes and functions. So functions like a hello world function. If you don't know what functions is, then I'm gonna make a video on it soon. This is what I use different casing styles for. And yeah, it's just for better readability for code. All right, now let's go into the properties. So I went over properties in my second episode, so hopefully put a link. But what I mostly wanted to go over is if you have spaces in this name, part hello, right? You can't do a variable which is let's try get references part game.workspace.part hello, right? You can't, this is how you actually do it. You have these brackets with quotation mark. That's why I recommend like using the autofill. But you can't do this part hello because there's a space here, right? And it's like, oh my gosh, what is that space, man? You're breaking the code. So that's basically about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.